know you're somewhere.
Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. So today we're just going to be looking at an archetype for you guys for the end of December. And I feel like I've been calling this reflections because I really wanted it to just be what's going to happen for you guys at the end of December. Not happen, but like what's the energy, right? And it ended up being like a total, I don't know, like a very deep thing. So I guess that's what I would expect from pulling archetypes. Honestly, this deck is like very much deep, I'd say, but whatever. So Virgo, you guys got the Cave, and it literally is like the Hermit card, right? Like the Cave talks about going within. It talks about retreating and going within. And I honestly feel like a lot of you guys, that's how you spent most of your year. Like you spent most of your year going within, figuring shit out, kind of taking, I feel like a turtle kind of vibe, like poking your head out, seeing how the day was, and then going back in, and then poking your head out, and then seeing how the day was and going back in. I feel like a lot of you guys, it wasn't like because you were afraid. It wasn't because you were scared. I feel like a lot of you guys just have these answers that you need, these questions that you need answers to about yourself. Like if you want to make a big move, you know, that requires going within. If you want to change your job, if you want to change, you know, if you want to date, like everything it requires going within, figuring out where that's coming from, and then, you know, then acting accordingly. And I feel like a lot of you guys have figured a lot of shit out this year. Maybe a lot of things that like you wouldn't have necessarily known if you hadn't gone within. So I feel like this is a very big moment for you, Virgo, because the year to come, I see a lot happening for you just because you did this. Like if you didn't go within and you were just the type of person to just be acting robotically, or acting, you know, out of anxiety, or acting out of, you know, why do we act in certain ways? Like most of the time it's fear, stress, or, you know, insecurities. But I feel like you don't have any of those issues. Now you just want to act in ways that really reflect who you are as a person and as an individual. And like you've done all the work on yourself. So it's like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, why not? And I feel like a lot of you might say, well, or a lot of people might say, like, Virgo, get out of your shell. Like, Virgo, come out. Like, Virgo, come do this. Virgo, come do that. And I feel like it's not like you weren't going out. It's not that you weren't, like, doing shit. I just feel like a lot of you guys might have changed this year after going within. You realize, like, you're not the same person that you were in the past. And we're always changing, and we're always trying, like, moving forward. But I feel like after this very big hermit mode of being in the cave and figuring shit out and going very deep within, you're not seeing things the way others probably see them. And now a lot of you guys might be looking for your soul family. It's like, you know, I've done all this work within. Where are the people that have done the same shit as me? Where are the people that like give a fuck about the same things that I do? And I feel like everything's gone to a much deeper level for you, Virgo. So I'm really happy to like be presenting to you this card, because I don't feel like it's a card that should make you feel stressed. I feel like it's a card that should make you feel accomplished. And like again, you can take this as having to go within, but I feel like you already have, Virgo. I feel like this is like the essence of who you are, being in hermit mode, and you got your own card, you know what I mean, for your archetype for the year. So, and for the end of the year. So I feel like a lot of you guys, you should just be really proud of yourself, but also know that like there's no going back now, right? Unfortunately, for, you know, it's like you can't go back to your dumb 9 to 5 on retail. Not to say that retail is dumb, but I mean, I've worked for so many retail jobs in my life that like, again, not to say that any job is dumb, it's a job, but like, I don't think it was making you feel like accomplished, like, wow, you know, like, you know, and I feel like Virgo can make anything feel accomplished. So that's not what I mean. I just mean like, I feel like you want to do something more with what you figured out this year. And I feel like that's where you're headed, Virgo. So let's pull more cards on this. So yeah, Virgo, you guys have the Lovers in reverse with the 8 of Wands. I think that this 8 of Wands represents the communication that you've been doing with yourself, like the talk that you've been having with your own self, whether you know it or not. Maybe a lot of you guys have been communicating with your higher self, have been opening up your consciousness, and now like there's a free pathway to that communication. Like, you know, when we're blocked, we can't, sometimes we're like, I don't know what to do, or I'm confused, and you have to really go within to figure that out. Like, I feel like a lot of you guys, that's exactly what you did. Like, you made the conscious decision to create, or just to sit before you make a move in creating whatever you want. And you see here with the Page of Pentacles, like, you're about to go out. You're about to go out. But, like, you found happiness first. That's what I'm getting. Because you were able to unblock the communication that was going on within. So a lot of you guys, like, you want to talk to yourselves about, like, what's going on. Like, why do I feel like this? And a lot of you guys, you know, if you're busy with stress, you're busy with work, you're busy with a lot of shit, you can't really find that time to do that. But a lot of you guys took the time to do that. That's what I'm saying. You already took the time to do that. And now this is you kind of like, I feel like you're also been manifesting. And I feel like this is also a sign like that the universe has heard you. You know what I mean? Because like you see with the Page of Pentacles, like you have a starting point, you know what I mean? And maybe some of you guys have lost money with the Seven of Pentacles going to the Page. Like maybe, you know, where you're headed requires a change in career, requires a change in your job, but I feel like you don't care because you see how the sun is in between it. It's like, I'd rather go somewhere that I know is going to make me happy because I did all this work and now I know. It's kind of like maybe people are pushing you to do a certain career, and a lot of you guys took the time to figure out what it was that you truly wanted and what was going to really make you happy before you set out in the year to come. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is all about how you did take the time to figure shit out. And a lot of you guys might get confused at times or revert, like, and it's not confused, but I would say be careful, like don't revert back, because it's so easy to go into the things we know, and it's so hard to go into the things we don't know. So just be careful. Like you've done all this work within. Now on the 3D, it's gonna reflect that, but a lot of you guys just be careful because we're programmed to do things, right? Like we've been doing them, you know, however old you are, you've been doing it how many years the same way. So changing shit up could be difficult because you don't know where to start, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And I think, Virgo, that's okay. So just be careful, don't go back. Exactly. With Ace of Cups, it's like, don't go back to shit that you know that you don't love, things that don't make you happy. Even relationships, like maybe a lot of you guys have taken the time to figure out, why did I want to leave this relationship, or why did I not want to go back to this person, or why did I end the relationship with a person? And a lot of you guys have done that work within and you understand why, and there's no need to really explain it to people. But maybe there is like that temptation of like going to the familiarity and going to the comfort, which we all like do at times. But I feel like this is you standing up. Wow, I was gonna say standing up like very strong. Exactly, with the Emperor, it's like you know what the best route is for you, and it takes a true Emperor to like stand up for shit that you believe in, even when no one else can see it. So that's what I'm getting, Virgo. Let's pull your blessings. Wow, Virgo, this is a crazy message. So remember I was saying how I feel like this communication was from yourself. You have a blessing from your ancestors, and it's by the communication. So I feel like your ancestors have also been there trying to communicate to you that, like, do you see us? Do you see us there? Do you see us trying to help you? Do you see us trying to guide you? Do you see us, like, when you're all alone, you're not really alone, like, we're there for you. So I really feel like there's a specific ancestor as well who's really trying to connect with you, and I feel like this ancestor wants you to know, like, your waiting has not been in vain. Like, if a lot of you guys feel like you're getting a lot of pressure from the 3D, they understand you. Like, a lot of you guys might feel like you're all alone, or like people don't understand you, or like are pressuring you to like make a move or do something in specific. And I feel like a lot of you guys are like, no, I'm not going to be pressured. I'm not going to be, you know, convinced. I know what I want. You know what I mean? And even if I don't know, I know what I don't want, right? Like, I know that's not the right route for me. Like, I just know it. Like, I know it's not, and it's not coming from fear. It's coming from the fact that I just don't want to do it. Or it's coming from the fact that, like, I've done all this work on myself. I'm very clear on what I do want and what I don't want, and I don't want that. Right? So there's a difference between, like, maybe not knowing where you're going, but also not knowing where you don't want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could tell you right now, like, I don't really want to be working in retail, right? Like, I could say that very clearly. I might not know what's next in particular, for example, but I know I don't want to go there. So I feel like a lot of you guys are sure of that, and hold on to that. That's a deep knowing. That's not just like, that's not bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, you did work on yourself. You did try to figure shit out, and I think we're earth signs. Virgo, I'm a Virgo as well. In case you didn't know that. But yeah, I'm a Virgo as well. And I feel like, you know, we don't move as fast as other signs. Like, it's the truth. Like, at first I never thought that about myself. I always thought I moved very quickly. But I see now, like, as I get older, I'm like, fuck, I do things a lot slower sometimes, like, than I thought I did. And that's not a bad thing, Virgo, trust me. And then you have a blessing to bring prosperity. So I feel like that's coming up with the Sun and the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like they're kind of testing you in a sense of, like, if you have to take a pay loss, or if you make less money doing something that you love, or, you know, if people are telling you, Virgo, you'd be great at this, you should go do that, or Virgo, like, I feel like you're coming out of hermit mode. So a lot of people are going to be, like, in your ear telling you, like, oh, Virgo, why don't you come join me with this, or Virgo, come help me with this, or Virgo, we'd make a great team doing this, or Virgo, like, you'd be a great this. I just feel like you're like, even with dating people, it's like, Virgo, like, would you want to go out? And I feel like a lot of you guys, again, in any type of way that this, like, makes sense to you, a lot of you guys are just like, I know what I want, I know what I don't want. You know what I mean? Again, and if you don't know what you want, I know what I don't want, I don't want that. I don't want that person, I don't want that relationship. I know that. And that's very good, Virgo. Like, you're not confused. That's what I'm saying. You're not confused. And I don't feel like you can be tempted to do something that you don't have a lot of love for, or you don't feel like is worth your time, in the sense of, like, what's going to make you feel good about what you're doing in love, in career, with family, in any aspect. This is, like, you being very clear. And with bringing prosperity, I feel like the true prosperity is, like, being in balance with yourself, and being happy with yourself, and being fulfilled with life. And I feel like prosperity is going to come from this route that you take, even if it's the route that most people tell you is dumb or crazy or whatever. I feel like, hold your guns, like, Virgo, if I don't know if that's the way to say it, but, like, keep your guns, like, don't give in to, like, pressure. That's what I'd say. So yeah, Virgo, I love you guys. Hope this helps, and I'll see you next time. Bye.